Every time a big patch comes through, like the most recent one, it's always exciting because it brings about the notion of change. This idea with some hero buffs and nerfs, and even the addition of a brand new hero, the game meta and the popular picks will be shifted up a bit. The ground will shake. Unfortunately, it still doesn't seem like the ground is shooken enough to bring Mercy back into popular play. It feels like she's still not good enough. And that's saddening to me because I've always enjoyed playing Mercy. It's almost like playing a different game. Most of the heroes in Overwatch, it feels like you're playing a first-person shooter, but when you play Mercy, it's almost like playing a game of Frogger or hide and seek. You're just trying to survive and help your team as best as possible, and it's fun because it's a change of pace. Certainly, you know, if I want to get my EP on, I'll be busting out my McCree gameplay, but if I want to do something a bit different, Mercy's always been an enjoyable option. But she really hasn't been an option for quite some time, as she's been replaced by Lucio, Ana, Zenyatta, and nowadays even Soldier as a better healer option because of everything else they bring to the table. So if you didn't catch it, in the recent patch, Mercy did in fact get a buff. Her passive health regeneration now activates when Mercy has avoided taking damage for 1 second. Previously, this was 3 seconds. This doesn't make her more survivable to burst damage, but after taking a bit of fire from the enemy, if she can quickly, for just a second, get out of dodge, then she's able to regenerate her health, and it does increase her survivability over the long term. So the idea and the hope was, I guess, that with this buff, along with some nerfs to the other healers, that she would come back into play. Of course, we're talking about Lucio getting the nerf to amp it up, reducing his healing per second by 10%, and Ana's nano boost nerf that removed the speed bonus that targets got from it. The hope was that these changes would potentially bring Mercy back, but it hasn't been the case. I think the biggest problem with Mercy is that all she really brings to the team is her ultimate, because everything else she does is done better by the other healers. She is out-healed by Ana, who's got the single best burst and single target healing in the game. All three of the healers bring more utility to the team, Lucio with his speed boost, Ana with her sleep dart, Zenyatta with Discord Orb, and then to top it off, Ana and Zenyatta also function as damage dealers. The amount of time I've sniped a Pharah out of the sky as Ana, or just blown up tanks as Zenyatta, I mean, they're actually really good secondary damage dealers. And all of that, in my opinion, has outshined Mercy's damage boost, that's the idea. Blizzard doesn't expect you as Mercy to pull out your pistol very often. They expect you to damage boost your allies. But the problem is, you rather have Ana or Zenyatta who can consistently just pick off enemies. Now, Mercy's seen a lot of changes. At one point, she was a must pick. There was no question about that. Her ultimate would charge incredibly fast. The range was bigger, so you could get people who were further away. It was really, really good, to the point of that's the reason that you brought her. But progressive nerfs to her, along with buffs to other healers like Zenyatta and Ana, pushed her out of that second healer spot. And then, of course, Lucio maintains that #1 spot despite all of the tiny nerfs that he's been receiving over the past few patches. So it's Lucio and then another healer most of the time. As it stands, Mercy is still the least desirable pick of the 4 healers in Overwatch. However, the new patch just came out. We need time for things to shake out, essentially, and for the new meta to take hold. Here are some things that could change that may bring Mercy back into the fold. First of all, Pharah got a bit of a buff with her increased ability to stay in the sky. She also got slightly nerfed with her rocket knockback, but let's just say that Pharah becomes more popular. This could bring about the return of Pharmacy, the popular Pharah and Mercy combo, damage boosting Pharah so she can pick off targets that much easier from far away. This is a little less likely, however, because of the increase in popularity of Soldier and the fact that McCree is still very good. Sniping Pharah out of the sky didn't get any harder, so I'm not sure if that change will necessarily happen. However, a change that might happen is with the introduction of Sombra. Once people really figure out how to maximize and utilize her, the fact that she counters Lucio's ultimate could possibly push him out of the meta. It is possible. Now, people are still going to want to pick him because of the huge advantage a AoE speed buff to your team gives you, but if his ultimate becomes null and void because Sombra is picked so often, that may return Mercy back into the popular meta. And then finally, we've got the Soldier buff. Soldier is a lot stronger. A lot of people are starting to pick him in place of or in tandem with McCree, and he is an amazing target for Mercy's damage boost because he is consistently hitting the enemy and he provides a lot of pressure all the time. Having Mercy's damage boost is a good target, and even now Widowmaker got better, and if we start to see her more often, again, she is a great target for Mercy's damage boost. So these are just a couple of examples of things that could change in the game that might bring Mercy back into popular play, but it's still too early to tell, and again, as it stands at the moment, she is still the least desirable healer. I would always rather have a Lucio for his AoE heals and his speed boost, and of course, break it down. I would rather have Ana because she is better at burst healing, Nano Boost is still good, and Sleep Dart is amazing. And again, Zenyatta as an off healer with Transcendence providing some nice burst heals and the amazing damage that he can bring to the table, they're all better options than a Mercy who's just gonna heal you, damage boost you when she's not healing the rest of the team, and then ultimate, hopefully everyone's within range and they can even take advantage of being resurrected. She's just still in a tough spot. I would like to see her return because like I said at the top of the video, she's a nice way to break up the gameplay. Similar to playing Reinhardt, it's a way to play Overwatch, but it doesn't feel like playing an FPS, and it's a good change of pace. All right, everybody, that is gonna do it for me here today as we talk about Mercy and her place in the meta. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, I wanna know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.